What if the most powerful prayer isn't spoken in a church, but whispered in the quiet moments before sleep? What if the very change you have been seeking has been available to you all along, yet has been buried under layers of misunderstanding? This isn't another self-help gimmick. It's an ancient technique, a final teaching from Neville, Goddard, that has been quietly waiting to be rediscovered, a key that unlocks the door to profound personal transformation. Buried deep within Neville's teachings lies a potent method, a simple prayer that, when done correctly, can reprogram your subconscious mind, the very architecture of your reality, and all of this is achieved in the moments just before you fall asleep. Many have spent countless hours trying to manifest their desires, yet perhaps the answer lies not in doing more, but in doing something completely different. This isn't about striving, it's about allowing, and all of it begins with understanding the power of your subconscious mind and how to access it in the state akin to sleep. Think of your subconscious as fertile soil. Every night, as you drift off, you have the opportunity to plant a seed, a specific intention that will grow into the reality you desire. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a deliberate act of imprinting your desired reality onto the very fabric of your being, and this powerful technique isn't new. It is a concept that was understood by the ancient mystics. Neville Goddard wasn't merely a teacher. He was a modern-day revealer of these ancient truths, a master of how the mind can mold reality through spiritual laws that have existed since the beginning of time. His teachings are not based on dogma, but on universal principles that are available to everyone, regardless of their background or beliefs. The core of his wisdom lies in understanding that your inner world creates your outer world, and that the power to change your life lies within you, in the quiet depths of your own consciousness. This final teaching isn't just about reciting a prayer, it's about creating a profound shift in your subconscious, which then manifests as a new and improved reality. This is about taking the reins of your own life and becoming the conscious architect of your own experience. This isn't just about achieving goals, it's about transforming your fundamental perception of what is possible. Many people focus on the conscious mind as the only way to change their life, completely overlooking the true power which lies within the subconscious. And it's in the quiet of the night, just before you fall asleep, that your subconscious is most receptive, most open, and most ready to accept a new reality. This method isn't a quick fix. It is a profound way to rewire your very being. The foundation of this technique rests on several key ideas, including the power of intention, the influence of the subconscious, and the importance of consistent practice, all while learning how to let go of the outcome. This journey isn't just about saying words, it's about setting a clear intention, feeling it deeply, and trusting that the manifestation is already unfolding. It's about aligning your conscious desires with your subconscious beliefs and allowing the magic to happen. We have all been taught to pray, but what if prayer was never about begging or asking? What if it was always about gently imprinting a new reality upon your very soul, like a potter carefully molding the clay? Imagine, instead of petitioning a higher power, you are simply aligning yourself with your desired reality. The act of prayer, when understood correctly, becomes a tool for conscious creation. This is the path we will be exploring together. The core of Neville's final teaching centers around what he called the state akin to sleep. This unique state between being awake and being asleep, where the conscious mind begins to quiet and the subconscious mind opens like a flower. It is in this space, this portal, that the veil between what is and what could be thins, where your mind becomes a receptive vessel for new beliefs and possibilities. This isn't some mystical phenomenon. It's a biological function of your own mind, waiting to be used with intent and precision. The simple act of repeating a specific prayer, imbued with intention and feeling, becomes a powerful mantra, gently rewiring your subconscious, night after night. It's about more than just saying the words. It's about feeling them, truly knowing that your desire is already a reality, and accepting it. This inner work will begin to reflect in your outer world. Your inner world will become the blueprint of your outer reality. Have you ever wondered why true, lasting change seems so out of reach, like a distant shore that can never be reached? Perhaps it is because the answer was never found in doing more or by striving harder, but rather in understanding the subtle mechanics of the mind and how to use them to your advantage. What if the final teaching wasn't just a single prayer, but a comprehensive method for accessing the depths of your own subconscious mind, a method that has been lost, but is finally being unearthed? This technique is more than just a few words that are repeated over and over. It's a precise methodology with several moving parts, each as important as the next. Why 21 nights? It isn't just a random number, it's the magic number, the key that allows your subconscious to firmly lock in a new belief. But we will explore this more fully later in this video. And finally, one essential key that is frequently overlooked is the art of letting go. It's the final and crucial ingredient in this alchemical process, and we will be diving deep into the meaning of it later on. This is the critical piece of information that is often missed, yet without it, all of your efforts may be nullified. Neville Goddard's approach wasn't about fleeting wishes or desperate hopes. It was a precise understanding of how your inner assumptions shape your outer reality. He didn't just talk about manifestation. He unveiled the mechanics of how your beliefs, especially those residing in your subconscious, create the very fabric of your experience. This final teaching, therefore, isn't merely an isolated technique. It is the application of his core principle, the law of assumption. He stressed that living in the end, assuming the wish fulfilled, was not just a concept, it was the key to manifesting your desires. Therefore, this nightly practice is not some peripheral addition to his teachings, but is the direct method of putting them into practice. This positions the technique not as a hopeful possibility, but as a direct route to creating desired changes, and aligns Neville's teachings with the broader concepts of self-help and personal growth. This also links this practice to the essence of Neville's work, making it feel very valid and credible. So, let me ask you directly. What seeds are you planting in the fertile soil of your subconscious each night? Are they seeds of doubt, fear, and worry, or are they seeds of abundance, peace, and strength? Your current reality isn't a random assortment of events, but is the direct result of the seeds that you have diligently planted, watered, and tended to with your thoughts and feelings. If your present life doesn't align with your true desires, it serves as an important message. You've been inadvertently cultivating a garden that doesn't yield the harvest you seek. This is a moment to take an inventory of your subconscious garden. Are there weeds of self-doubt and scarcity taking over? What would happen if you consciously choose to plant something different? Consider that the life you want is attainable and that every moment, particularly before you sleep, presents an opportunity to redirect your focus and plant the seeds of the reality you truly desire. You're not stuck with the current circumstances. You're just one well-placed seed away from a complete transformation. This change isn't an immediate event, like a lightning strike. It's a gradual transformation, like the slow, steady growth of a plant. Picture this. A seed is planted deep within the earth, and for a time, nothing is visible on the surface. Yet beneath the soil, a powerful process is underway. Roots grow, anchoring the plant, while nutrients are drawn to provide its life force. The change is unseen at first, and yet the growth is both inevitable and powerful. This is also how this nightly practice works. It's not about overnight miracles, but a systematic process of internal change that eventually expresses itself in your outer world. What might appear to be imperceptible at first will gradually blossom into a new and beautiful reality, provided you consistently tend to your garden and trust in the process. This shift begins within you, in the quiet moments before you drift into sleep. This makes you wonder, what should you expect, and when will you experience this transformation? To ensure that these seeds take root, your mind needs to be prepared, just as a gardener prepares the soil before planting. If the soil is hard, dry, or filled with rocks, the seed cannot penetrate and grow. A restless mind, filled with anxieties and worries, is like a storm-tossed sea, making it almost impossible for the subtle messages of intention to find their place. For this technique to work effectively, a calm mind is absolutely essential, as chaos creates an insurmountable barrier to change. Consider your mind as a vessel. If it's overflowing with clutter, there is no space for anything new or for any positive transformation. What if a few moments of stillness each night could be the key to unlocking the potential for your deepest desires? Let's begin by taking a few deep breaths together. Breathe in deeply, filling your lungs, and then exhale slowly, releasing all tension. Allow your muscles to relax, your shoulders to drop, and your mind to settle just for a moment. With each breath, you'll find that you become more centered and more present. This is what stillness really means. It isn't just the absence of noise or distraction, but is an active state of allowing, a state of being open and receptive to the wisdom that is constantly available to you. It's about creating a fertile ground for new beliefs to take root, a space where the seeds of your desired reality can be nurtured and allowed to grow without resistance. Stillness is like a mirror. In turbulent water, no reflection is possible, but when the water is perfectly still, a crystal-clear image can be seen. In the same way, your mind, when at peace, can clearly reflect the reality that you wish to create, and the vision of it can take root in the soil of your subconscious. It's in this state of quietude that you align yourself with the greater creative force of the universe, becoming the conscious co-creator of your reality. So you can see that stillness isn't passive at all, but an active process of receptivity. Now, let's talk about the prayer. It isn't just a string of words, but is a potent affirmation, a focused intention that, when repeated with feeling, will imprint itself on your subconscious. This prayer isn't about begging or asking. It's about embodying, fully living in the reality of your fulfilled desire, so each word should be imbued with deep feeling and an unwavering sense of knowing that it is already done. You must be completely present in the moment as you repeat this prayer, allowing it to resonate throughout your being so that it is more than a mere recitation, but a full-bodied experience. This process of feeling will allow the prayer to take root, like a seed finding its place in the fertile soil. The feeling that you have while you're praying becomes the primary method of imprinting this intention upon your subconscious. So the act of feeling is just as important as the words themselves. The more you engage your senses during this prayer, the more powerful the imprint will be. Picture this. You're not just reciting words, you're fully immersed in the reality of your desired outcome. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Engage all of your senses, creating a vivid and detailed picture of your fulfilled intention. Allow emotions to amplify your visualization. Imagine yourself feeling the joy, gratitude, and peace that comes with your desires already realized. Emotions are like fuel. They propel the subconscious mind towards your desired reality. It's like an architect creating a detailed blueprint, complete with every small detail, before the construction begins. The clearer the visualization, the more precise your manifestation will be. Remember, your subconscious does not discern between what is real and what you believe to be real, as long as it is impressed with enough feeling and emotion. This isn't a one-time event. It's a consistent practice, a commitment to your own growth and transformation. This brings us to the concept of the 21-night commitment, a journey of inner transformation. Every time you repeat the prayer with feeling, you're not just saying words. You're carving a new neural pathway in your brain, which will help to reinforce this new reality. These new neural pathways are built on repetition, which creates a well-worn path, making it easier and easier for your mind to follow. And you may also notice that your feelings begin to change accordingly, as the feeling of your wish being fulfilled becomes your new normal. It may feel difficult at first, but each repetition reinforces the message that your desires are not just possibilities, but certainties. We will be diving deep into the importance of this commitment in the next section. Many people start with great enthusiasm, but they often give up before they experience the real transformation. You have to understand the difference between those who get results and those who don't. The difference is persistence. It's easy to plant a seed, but it requires dedication, commitment, and perseverance to tend to it, to water it, and to nurture it until it fully matures. Consider the vast difference between someone who gives up easily and someone who digs in their heels and does not quit. The one who perseveres will eventually be rewarded with an abundant harvest, while the one who gives up will simply have an empty garden. True change requires dedication. Each night you are reinforcing the message, and that takes time and energy, so consider this a worthwhile challenge. Commit to this practice for 21 nights, and watch as your internal landscape begins to transform, with results that you may have never thought possible. So, let's get to the heart of the matter, the final teaching that Neville Goddard alluded to, the specific prayer or affirmation that, when used correctly, can serve as the key to unlocking your desired reality. You've been patiently waiting, preparing the soil of your mind, and now it's time to reveal this powerful tool. It isn't some magical incantation or a complex formula, but rather a simple, yet profoundly effective statement, designed to resonate with the deepest parts of your subconscious mind. This is the final piece of the puzzle, and it's so simple that many have overlooked it, searching for something more complicated. The prayer is, "I am that which I desire to be." These are the words, but it's not just about saying these words, it's about embodying them, feeling them, and knowing them to be true deep within your very core. Now, let me show you how to do it exactly. Before you go to sleep tonight, after you've quieted your mind and relaxed your body, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow all of your worries and concerns to melt away. Visualize the reality that you desire as if it is already here, in vivid detail, engaging all of your senses. Once you feel completely immersed in this experience, repeat the affirmation, "I am that which I desire to be." Do not just say it, declare it with all of the conviction and all of the feeling that you can muster. Feel the truth of these words resonate within you as if they're the very core of your being. Imagine yourself already living that reality and the joy and peace that comes with it. And that's it. Simple, yet profound, when done with intention, emotion, and belief. Remember, your subconscious is like fertile soil, and each time you repeat this prayer, you're planting a seed of intention. The seeds of the affirmation, "I am that which I desire to be," is planted each night. So what will you see blossom? Consider this nightly practice as tending to your garden of reality, with the prayer acting as the seed, and your feelings and intentions acting as the sun and the water, nurturing it until it fully blossoms. Just as a gardener carefully cultivates their land, you too are cultivating your internal world, which is, ultimately, the architect of your external reality. Therefore, if you consistently plant the seeds of your desired reality and tend to them with consistent feeling and intention, then it is impossible for anything other than your desired reality to bloom. Your subconscious does not discern between what is real and what you believe to be real. So if you plant the seed with intention, emotion, and unwavering faith, it will take root and manifest in your outer world. The state akin to sleep is the optimal time to impress your subconscious, because this is when your mind is most receptive to suggestion. Think of it like imprinting an image onto a mold, and when that mold is set, your reality will match the imprint. This is why this practice is so important, and this is why it is the final teaching of Neville Goddard. This isn't just a technique. It's an understanding that you are the creator of your own reality, and that you have the power to consciously choose the seeds you plant. It's about shifting from a mindset of being at the mercy of external forces to a powerful being that actively shapes and creates their own life. This understanding positions this technique as more than just a method for getting what you want. It's about aligning with your true potential and understanding that you are the architect of your own destiny. This method, therefore, isn't just a simple prayer. It's an invitation to take responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and ultimately, the life that you create. This shifts our understanding from external forces to internal power, and this is the first step on a new path, a path of true self-mastery. This path leads to the discovery that the power to change everything lies within you and has always been within you. The cycle of desire, belief, expectation, and manifestation is not just a random process, but an elegant and interconnected circle that is constantly repeating. When you state, "I am that which I desire to be," you first plant a seed of desire, then with feeling and repetition, you begin to believe it, then your expectation builds, and ultimately, your desired reality manifests. This nightly prayer acts as a catalyst for this entire process, jump-starting this cycle by aligning the conscious mind with the subconscious. This nightly ritual isn't a one-time fix, but rather an essential part of a larger cycle. Each stage requires constant attention and nurturing, and you must tend to the cycle of manifestation itself, with just as much dedication as you tend to the individual elements. The process is cyclical, not linear, so you must continually plant seeds of desire, nurture the belief, and have unwavering expectation of your desired reality. This understanding of the cycle makes it much more than a simple method and becomes a whole framework for creating your life by design. This practice is a journey of not just manifesting your desires, but also a journey of personal growth and self-awareness. You'll discover that the changes you experience are not just about your outer circumstances, but also about your inner landscape. As you consistently repeat your affirmation with focused intention, you will cultivate a sense of inner peace and clarity that you may not have experienced before. So this isn't just a practice of manifestation, it's an invitation to inner transformation and a pathway to peace. You might begin to notice a shift in your perspectives and also in your reactions to the world around you, and you might find that you are becoming less reactive and more centered. Remember that this isn't about the immediate or dramatic, but the gradual and unfolding change that happens over time. It is the journey that truly matters, not just the destination. This is also a journey of self-discovery, and you will find, as you move forward, that the journey itself is also the reward. And what about letting go? It's a critical component of this entire process. You must learn to trust that the seed you have planted is already growing, even if you don't see the physical manifestation of it yet. When you have fully impressed your subconscious, you must release the attachment to the outcome and allow the process to unfold naturally. Just as a bird released into the sky finds its way home, your desire will manifest, provided that you have faith in the process. This isn't about giving up. It's about surrendering and knowing that the universe is actively working to bring your desires to fruition. This is where many people get stuck. They plant a seed, and then they dig it up every day, looking to see if it has started to grow. But instead, you must have faith in the process and learn to trust that all is unfolding in perfect timing. You are simply aligning yourself with the inevitable unfolding of your desired reality. The pattern of your inner world reflecting your outer world is complete when you are consistently repeating the prayer every night and letting go during the day, knowing that what is within will eventually manifest without. Fear is the most common thing that blocks this process, and that is why you have to make it your main intention to be free of negativity. Make sure that your inner world, the one that you are creating every night, is free of negative and self-limiting beliefs, as this will be the blueprint for your outer world. If you are constantly thinking and feeling from a place of lack, then you will continue to create this reality. And if you think and feel from a place of abundance, then that is what you will create. It's all about ensuring that your inner and outer worlds are in alignment and are constantly reflecting the reality that you desire. This understanding provides closure and clarity and reinforces the power of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. So let's address the questions that may have arisen during this video. Is this final teaching a method or simply a prayer? It's both. It is a method for reprogramming your subconscious mind, and also a prayer, if prayer is understood as a focused intention and an act of faith. The final teaching was in plain sight all along. It was the consistent practice of impressing your subconscious with the feeling of your wish fulfilled, right before you fall asleep. The key is the focused intention, the repetition, and the state akin to sleep that is the key to your subconscious, all combined into one nightly ritual. This is not something complicated or difficult, and it doesn't require any special skills or knowledge. It's simply about taking control of your thoughts and feelings and then directing them towards your desired reality. This is a call to your personal power and a direct invitation to embrace that power. And now, the tension is released. You now know that the path to success lies in consistency, trust, and letting go, and there is no magic trick beyond that. The process is simple, but it requires dedication and commitment, and there may be moments when doubt creeps in and when resistance rises, and that is completely normal. However, know that you are capable and have the power to transform your life by simply implementing this technique as guided, and know that even if things get difficult, you can always get back on track. There isn't anything stopping you except for your own self-limiting beliefs, and the practice of this method will, in time, help you to erase those beliefs. You are the creator of your own reality, and this technique is the key to unlocking your limitless potential, so simply do it and see what you can create. So now I challenge you. What if you could truly shape your reality with focused intention and with a clear sense of purpose? What limits can you remove? What could you accomplish if you committed to this practice? This technique is a launchpad, the beginning of a journey, a door to a new world where you are in control of your destiny. Your potential is not limited by your current circumstances. It is only limited by the boundaries of your own mind, and the time has come to push those boundaries. Think about what is possible and imagine what you can create if you commit yourself to this process with unwavering faith. This is just the beginning, so don't limit yourself and don't be afraid to dream big. This method is not just a tool for material gain, but is also a tool for inner peace and personal growth and self-mastery. This will help you not only manifest your desires, but also help you to overcome challenges, attract abundance, and create the life of your dreams. The core of this technique is the idea that you have power over your inner world, and because your outer world is simply a reflection of your inner world, you ultimately have power over your external reality. This makes it much more than a technique and a more generalized method that you can implement across many areas of your life. This final teaching is the pathway to a more empowered you and the pathway to a life that is lived by your design. So, I invite you now to commit to this 21-night practice and then share your experiences in the comments below. Let's come together to create a community of like-minded individuals who are actively transforming their lives and to share support, motivation, and encouragement. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. The path to transformation is far easier when you have the support of others who are following a similar path. So do reach out, share your stories, and connect with the amazing community. Your story of transformation may be the inspiration that another person needs, so don't hesitate to step into your power. And know that this is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of growth and self-discovery. I encourage you to explore other related topics and avenues of personal development, as this journey has limitless possibilities. The more you explore, the more you will understand the power that you hold within, and the more you will understand the true scope of your unlimited potential. This isn't the end of the road, but the beginning, so go forth with intention and with unwavering faith, and watch as your life begins to transform in ways that you may have never thought possible.